Hello, everyone. We are back. Day two of hopefully a lot more of me talking about the Astros after the game happens. In this case, we're pretty quick to the jump. It ended probably 3 minutes ago, and there's a lot to talk about. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bad to talk about. Astros drop another one, the sixth loss in a row, and I don't know how to feel about it because offensively, there's a lot of good. We put up 7 runs, and that's not really that shocking if you watch most of this team this year because we put up a lot of runs. This offense is really good. Probably baseball's best. With some of baseball's best hitters right now. And we lost 8-7. I'll pull up the box score right here when I can. I'm on Baseball Savant again. What I do know, and I didn't watch all of it. I watched most of it, but I didn't watch all of it. Okay, here we go. We have fun things. Three. Okay. If I can go to OBS, if I can figure out how to work this thing. Once again, not a professional YouTuber, so give me some space. Also, here we go. Okay. I said, where is the backup camera? Here we are. All right, I'm gonna go super small because I watched it back last night. I was kind of blocking things. I'm gonna go over here because I think this can be better. Okay, right here on the left. I don't know how to click it, but in the fifth, it looked like we had the best chance to win the game. And I wish I knew how to work this. I don't, but what probability? That looks like we're where I want to go. The highest we had was a 94%. And the latest we had it looked to be half of the fifth. And I got walked off in the bottom of the ninth. The good news, the fun things, is let's see if we can find it. Cam Smith had 4 hits today, which is awesome. 4 hits right here. 2 of them came off a slider, one of them came off a sinker, and one of them came off a fastball. And Cam Smith was awesome. He played good defense. He put himself in a position to have the go ahead run, and just unfortunately didn't. They didn't score. DeVito had 2 hits. Carlos Correa had 3 hits. Jose Altuve only had one. Isak had one. Jordan had 3, including a homer, which came off of Luis Castillo, and it was on a four-seam fastball. Christian Walker didn't have any hits, but he came in late. He didn't start, which we'll talk about. Nick Allen didn't get hits, but he also didn't start. We'll also talk about that. Pena had 1 hit and left early, which we'll talk about. If I can find like the actual box score, I feel like right here. Here we go. Here's what we're looking for. Hitting wise, the Mariners. I don't know what that's. Here we go. Hitting wise, the Houston Astros had 17 hits. The Seattle Mariners had 7, and we lost the game by 1 run. I don't know what that tells you, but if that doesn't tell you pitching is atrocious, the offense, yes, there is a bit to nitpick there as well because they went scoreless after the fourth, and they had multiple chances. I just don't know what to say anymore. Just don't. Lance McCullers had a honestly, I I know that number looks really inflated, but seeing the starts we've seen the past couple goes arounds, for the third inning, 5 hits, 6 earned runs is not bad at all. I'm sorry if it offends you, but I would take that. Okerts went 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and a run, 1 strikeout. Oh, sorry, that was a home run. Oops. Kai Tang, one of the few pitchers on this team that has earned respect, and he's awesome. Brian King, same thing there. Only a few actually cooking blue ball, had a good bounce back game. Looked a little sketch, but and then Brian Abreu is maybe the worst pitcher in the league right now. I'm sorry, I thought there was interviews on the screen because I still have the game up. So I was gonna try to get those back to everyone if I heard it. Also, we were awful at ABS. We lost two on two strikeouts that were well in the zone. Um, well, I was gonna look at something here and I forgot. I only look at the walks. How many walks we gave up? We gave up three, four, five, seven, and gave up 7 walks. I don't know if we committed any errors. I wish I could tell. Can I tell? I can't tell over here. I genuinely do not know where to go with this team, and it starts with I think Espada right now, and Espada I have a bone to pick. I've been very lenient with Espada lately, or in the past, but there's a few things we need to talk about. This lineup. The starting lineup tonight was Jeremy Pena, Jordan Alvarez, Isaac Paredes, Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Joey Loperfido, Cam Smith, Yanner Diaz, and Taylor Trammell. There's a lot of good. There's a few bad. Yanner Diaz being in the lineup, as we talked about last night, inexcusable. It's just inexcusable at this point. He was the only player to not have a hit tonight. Matter of fact, he's the only player to not get on base tonight. 5 at bats and only contributed to the box score 2 strikeouts. If you were out there as an Astros fan excusing this and saying it's okay, you're wrong. You're just flat out wrong. Another thing that I do have I think it's less of an offense, but it's still really frustrating that it's something that I'm talking about. Is the fact that Christian Walker didn't start. Um, yeah, I don't. He's one of the hitters that's really cooking right now. He's up there with Jordan and Altuve, and he didn't get a start. It just rubs me the wrong way. I don't think it's as detrimental as Yanner starting, him not starting, but it's still kind of like a you tilt your head, you go, what do you, what are we doing there? Like, what's the thought process there? One of your best hitters not starting, but it is whatever. This is the other one, Brian Abreu. Man, I said to myself, I was in my car, just getting home in the top of the ninth when they were saying, I think TK was like, Mariners are bringing in Andres Munoz, their closer, as Brian Abreu warms up in the bullpen for the Astros. And I remember thinking, man, we need to get a run here because Brian Abreu is going to give up a run. And if it's tied, it'll be the winning run. It'll be the walk-off run. And by God, like clockwork, the Astros didn't score a run, and Brian Abreu gave up a run. And it's really frustrating about the Brian Abreu situation is that how the runs were given up. Brian Abreu he was due to face the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th hitter. I believe he struck out Luke Raley, immediately turned around, walked the 7th, walked the 8th, and walked the 9th without getting an out, and allowed the leadoff hitter, J.P. Crawford, to get the base hit. If you don't know much about baseball, you I would tell you that the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th hitter in any given lineup is typically the worst hitters on the team. The 1, 2, 3, and even the 4 hitters are the hitters that you want hitting first. You want them to set the tone and get hits, get on base, all that stuff. 7, 8, 9 are the 3 worst hitters. And instead of going after them and attacking them with fastballs and strikes, he walked them. He walked them. That is unexcusable. And I wish I could see Brian Abreu's. I wonder if I can see inning by inning. Also, let's look at. Wow. Wow. I haven't seen this year. This is like the Yiner last night. I've yet to see it this year. Sorry, a speck on my screen made it look like he pitched four-tenths of an inning, and I was like, how does that make sense? This is awful. The whiff percentage and the K percentage, it means nothing. I'm sorry. 18 ERA. It's worse tonight because yeah, it's worse tonight. That's not even updated. Wow. So it's probably not gonna give me the inning that he pitched in, which is unfortunate. Yeah, probably not. I'll see if I can go to like MLB.com and see if I can find it there. Unless it's gonna make me sign in, which I don't really know. I know my login, unfortunately. Oh, come on, why is it lagging? Oh, dude, I'm lagging. Here we, the wrap. I don't know if I want the what. I'm going off topic here. I need to go inning by inning, and I know I can here. Yeah, okay. We go all the way down. Okay, not there yet. Sorry, sorry, sorry. It's top of ninth. Lanneberry comes in. Strike out Luke Rayleigh. 4 pitches. It's a swing and strike on 1. Foul ball 2. I'm fine with the ball there. That's fine. And then swing and strike 4. And then Cole Young comes up. Ball 1. Not competitive. Ball 2. Competitive. Take. Ball 3. Not competitive. 4 called strike. And then 5. Nowhere near competitive. Atrocious at bat. But it's fine. Walk is fine. Brendan Donovan does come in for Rob Snyder. Brendan Donovan doesn't see a strike. Never really saw a strike. It wasn't coming anywhere. Awful at bat. Leo Rivas walked. Technically the worst hitter in their lineup because he's a 9-hitter. I mean, what can I say? 1, kind of competitive, I guess, if you want to make that. 2, called strike. Bit high, but it is a strike. 3 is a ball. 4 is a foul ball. Okay, 2-2 count. Right here. 5, worst slider ever. 6, foul ball. It was a strike. And 7, just inside. And then, of course, JP Crawford comes up and ends the game. Pitch by pitch is what I want to do. Called strike, foul ball, and then seeing that that's the only thing he can locate at this point, it has to be a fastball, and that's a really bad spot. There's no excuse to have him in the lineup. Not us talking right now. I don't- it just says continue to try and improve in an area. What are you talking about, Sleepy Joe? Improve what? Pitching. It, because I can't. I cannot with him. And I just tweeted this out. Shout out my Twitter. I said having it's a fireable offense, and I truthfully believe a fireable offense to put Yainer Diaz in the lineup and to have your closer who has stunk all year long and has shown game after game, pitch after pitch that he's incompetent at the closing job. To have both those guys get meaningful at bats and innings for this team tonight. You're telling me that those 2 players pitching and playing tonight were the best options. If you truthfully believe that, you are wrong. You do not know ball. And we need to read Baseball 101 for dummies. And I'm sorry, whoever needs to hear that. There you go. And right here we see some extra numbers here. Total bases 26 to 15, which is really cool. But we got a lot of bases. 13 to 4 left on base, aka when the Mariners got on base, they brought him in. When we got him on base, we didn't. I just don't know what else is there is to say. There's not much else to say, but this team does not have it right now. It's fun in games when it's against the Rockies, right? Because the Rockies stink and the Rockies don't offer a threat. It's not fun in games when it's against the Mariners, and this means something. If you can see, I just saw it in the corner of my eye. Currently, we're the last place in the AL West. Last place, man. Last week we were first, and we're last. It's like a loss for words. Truly, it's a loss for words. I don't know. The worst part about it is what's wrong with this team will still be wrong tomorrow. Tomorrow is oh no, tomorrow's been announced because tomorrow would be Hunter Brown's start. But believe it or not, Hunter Brown's not starting anymore. So let's see if we can see like a schedule ahead. Alright, so tomorrow they start a little earlier than my microphone's buzzing in my ear and I don't like it. So if I can go here. One moment, please. Yeah, want to buy tickets, bro. Okay, it's not gonna tell me, which is fine. It is what it is. Okay, it's fine. It is what it is. Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what else to say about this team other than another fun fact, and I just saw his name. Taylor Trammell. Um, awesome. I love Taylor Trammell. He's put up really good at bats. Almost had a grand slam. It was like off the yellow line. Almost had a grand slam. I, he was really good today, and he put up a really good at bat against Andres Munoz last night to get a walk. So like I'm full in on Taylor Trammell being up while Jake Myers is out. Uh, I guess the last thing I'll talk about is what kind of did us in that wasn't Brian Abreu in the offense being really sketchy tonight is the 5 run inning, the fifth, and it started with a ground out, a single, a double, a walk, a single, a sac fly, and a J Rod homer. His first one of the year, matter of fact. This pitching is really bad right now, and it's beating a dead horse. I know, I know, I know, I know, but that's what it is. That is what is holding this team back so much. I'm back, guys. This team does not have what it takes to be a contender in anything until until our starters become more reliable, or until Joe Espada is fired, or until Hader comes back, or until Yainer Diaz is off this team completely in every way, shape, or form. This team, I don't think, will get better. Tonight, I I get why you could. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I thought that was probables for tomorrow. Tonight, yes, offense. It had its moments. It fell short when it needed to. There were some bad at bats when we needed good at bats. One that's really frustrating was the ninth inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jordan Alvarez, arguably the best hitter in the game right now, saw like Andres Munoz could not find the zone to save his life, and much less he was not going to find the zone against Jordan because who does? There's like 7 straight balls that Munoz threw, and Jordan took a swing at a ball at a pitch that was no good to swing at. I get it's harder in the box. It's actually happening and coming at you. It's really hard. But you just got to know not to swing there. He can't find the zone, and he's not going to throw you a strike because you're Jordan Alvarez in 2026. It was a bad swing. It was a bad call. It's frustrating. What I do know is tomorrow's a brand new day. Game is at 3:10. We just We just gotta hope. My best guess is Cody Bolton because that's who pitched in Hunter Brown's spot last time, unless he got moved down and I'm just unaware and stupid, which I could be. Tomorrow's a brand new day. Let tomorrow be the day you break the winless streak, the losing streak, whatever you want to call it. Get a win. Look competent. That's all I ask. I'll leave you at that. Like it's a short episode today because there's less to catch up on and more just one single game. So much appreciated if you're watching this. I'll probably be back tomorrow with more blabbering, same time. So hopefully it's better news tomorrow. With that, I'll leave you there. All right. I'll see you.